What's going on? This is Afro Think Tank. Y'all know IShowSpeed's in Nigeria, right? He's here with me. He's home in the motherland of his forefathers. Okay? And it's his birthday. Happy birthday, IShowSpeed. He's 21. He's 21 as of, I think, yesterday. Right? Now, it's fitting that he happens to be in Nigeria for his 21st birthday. You know, this is symbolism, right? As he becomes an official legal man, 21, right? He turned 21 in the homeland of his forefathers, Nigeria, right? Like most African Americans, right? We are all foundational Black Africans, and Nigeria is where we come from 250 years ago. All right. That's where we came from 250 years ago. Wasn't that long? 250 years ago. That's where we came from. Right. And this is what I love about it. I love this. You see, IShowSpeed is a new kind of celebrity. Right. It's a very new thing. This social media URL thing. Right. And it's different from what I do. It's different from what others do. He doesn't make videos. He doesn't edit. He just simply turns the camera on and shows his bubbly personality. Right. Which he has a very bubbly, like I recognize I have a bubbly personality. We have the same level of energy, right? So this energy I have, I recognize that young brother's energy, right? Unfeathered energy, right? Happy-go-lucky energy. That's the real energy he shows, right? And he's in Nigeria receiving all the love an African-American could possibly get. He's experiencing what I experience every day when I'm in Nigeria. It's not because he's a celebrity, because I know people who look to hate are going to say because he's a celebrity. No, it got nothing to do with that. Right? Well, it does. He is a celebrity, but it's the fact that he's an African American coming home. You see, Nigerians see African Americans as Africans. That's what you guys don't get. So when you hear people like the foundational Black Americans who has never left their county, most of them never left their county. They never traveled. They didn't even go to the Caribbean, right? Either they couldn't afford it. They weren't smart enough to put themselves in position to be able to leisurely travel around the world. There's many people who can't do that. Or they just got a rough life, right? It could be all kinds of things. But they've never been exposed to the truth. So they believe the propaganda given to them by white people. That's what FBA, Foundational Black Americans, are. People who believe what white people have told them, right? Every trope FBA, Foundational Black Americans, say are the same things that white folks were telling Black folks to excuse the activities in Africa in the 50s and the 40s. You think it's the first time that there were Black people who had said that, oh, Africans don't like us? Who you think told them that? The slave masters told them that. Back then, they didn't like you. That's why you're over here. They gave you to us, even though they left out the part where they held the musket and the cannon to the king's head and say, yeah, come up off those people right there or else. Right? They forgot. Right? They forgot that part. They left that part out. Right? So what you got to understand is you may not know who you are. Right? You may have been like I'm going to give you a good example. Okay. Adoption. Right? A child can be adopted away, let's say 2-3 years old, right? At 2-3 years old, you're not aware. You're not there. You're alive. You're present, but you're not there, right? Someone can take you somewhere else and you can go live a whole life with somebody else. And your whole life will be based around the experiences over there. And you won't know nothing but what those people who have adopted you have told you, have taught you, right? But your parents, your biological parents remember birthing you. Your mom, your biological mother, Africa, remembers the pain of you coming out of her body, the blood that came out, the contractions. She remembers that. She remembers when she saw your face the first time. She remembers that look. So she knows who you are. You don't know who she is. Right? And many times people who are adopted, they want to know who their biological child is. Their biological parents are. And if they're lucky enough to have, been through some of the agencies that allow that, or if the parent allows that, when they become, usually is when they're adult, right? The adopted parents and the agency or whatever the agreement was, they'll say, you can pursue this, right? And then the child would be reunited with their biological parents, even if they were raised by another group who are now their parents, right? They have another mother, another father. They have a whole life. But sometimes there's something in them that says, I need to see I need to see what my root is. I need to see where I really come from. What makes me me, right? And right now, Africans are doing that. Africans who live in America are doing that. The ancestors and the children of those Africans brought over here during the transatlantic slave trade are doing that now. And IShowSpeed is just one of many, but it just so happens he's strategically placed in the media to where he's famous. And I'm so glad he hit 50 million subscribers in Nigeria. That's 50 million youth. 50 million youth that now see Africa in a different light. There's 50 million youth that now see Africa as a place they want to go. It's 50 million fans, 50 million subscribers that now see Africa as a place to party, to do business, to see people that look like them. 50 million people got to see the best parts of Africa. You see, when people like Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast, by the way, has zero personality and zero talent. If there ever was a definition of an industry plant, Mr. Beast is one. One of the most successful YouTubers in the world, the white guy who goes to Africa and creates a narrative that they need all this, they need that, poverty, this and that. That's what white YouTubers do. That's what white social media do. That's what white media does. What makes this so great is that IShowSpeed is not some radical fighting pan-African this and that. And even if he was, it may not be time for him yet. You see, because he's young. When I was 21, I was young, dumb, and full of cum. All right? Y'all heard that phrase? All I want to do is have a good time. That's all I want to do. Have a good time and just have fun. And just the fact that he's having fun is revolutionary because he's doing it in Africa with Africans, with his brothers and sisters. And what makes it so revolutionary is it fights against and flies in the face of all the propaganda passed down by the Tantum Group, by Ados, by Yvette Carnell, by Tariq Nasheed, talking about they don't rock with us. They don't mess with us. They don't view us as Africans. That's all I hear. I hear African Americans complaining that Africans don't view you as one of them. That's what I hear, right? That Africans don't view you as one of them. So in reality, at the base level, most of you guys are just you feel hurt that you're not included as an African. So your response is to reject it because you feel like you're being rejected. So we dig down in the weeds. FBA are Africans who feel rejected by Africa because they believe that Africans have rejected them. They also feel that Africans didn't regard them because they believe that Africans in some massive national commercial scale decided to just sell Africans willy-nilly with zero context to just anybody. So they feel slighted and hurt based off that. But they don't realize how complicated politics is, how complicated the world was back then, and how they coerced our African leaders to do the things that they do. If you guys are not paying attention to the world right now, I'll give you a good example of how shit operates. Look what white people do now. Look how white people can go into Venezuela, right? Attack the leader, remove him, okay, with superior technology that they can't deal with, right? And then the second person in charge has to capitulate. The goddamn Venezuelan vice president, just to keep Donald Trump, because we know Donald Trump is a lunatic, a white supremacist lunatic with money and power, right? There's been many old, white, senile, mad kings throughout European dominant history. All right? All right? She had to give him her Nobel Peace Prize just to capitulate, even though he didn't earn it, just to get him off her and her country's back. You see, right now, Europeans are trying to colonize other European nations and justifying it through manifest destiny. Once again, countries have to move about. You have to be strategic and do certain things, right? So you got to understand, they didn't just come and take us, right? The majority of the time, they were stealing us off the coastlines. They were stealing children. They were bringing their muskets in, and they were attacking whole villages, right? They were taking advantage of Africans who were fighting other Africans, because I know you guys like to use the word tribalism, but you got to understand, inside the house, we Africans got problems, just like inside the house, Europeans got problems. Inside the house, Asian got problems. Asian people have tribes, and they're fighting currently right now. That's an internal Asian issue that they're trying to deal with. Look at Europe. Europeans clearly has issues. They're the most fighting group of people on the planet. They fight each other constantly. They're fighting each other now. With all the control Europe has right now, with the accumulation of wealth they have right now, you can still see they're still fighting for territory and resources. That's tribalistic, nationalistic warfare against each other. That's inside their house. And because their house is burning, right, it's affecting all the other houses around it. That's the same thing that's going on. So if you want to know what happened in history, this right now, I swear, Donald Trump is the greatest present history lesson that we've ever had, because he's demonstrating how everything happened, right? So now we have a new narrative that Africa they're not just a bunch of savage barbarians who don't like African Americans. They welcome you. I've made videos, and many African Americans over this past YouTube, since YouTube has been going, YouTube I ain't gonna lie, YouTube, I don't know who owns YouTube. It could be one of them boys, Mr. J in the suit, but not all Mr. J is bad. That's that. You gotta understand that. Not all Mr. J. Some Mr. J's are good, all right? We have been showing you that Africa's, wants you. We've been showing you that if you're an African American and you go to Africa, when you see the people, they'll look like your family members. When you go to Africa, they'll call you African. Now, you got terms like Oibo, Ikata. You guys, because you don't understand, and because the powers that be know you don't understand, they will push a narrative that is something disrespectful, but it's not. For instance, if I say my nigga, somebody could say to you, hey, he just called you a nigger. He just disrespected you, but I know I didn't. I just, my nigga, my brother, I just said that to you. Can't you see how other people can be, propagandized to believe that I just disrespected you by calling you my nigga? I didn't call you my slave. Somebody could say, if I say my nigga, then I just called you my slave. And then now you're offended. But since it's part of my lexicon, I'm going to keep saying it, so you're going to keep being offended. You understand how that works? So they say, Oibo, that just means foreigner. Everybody gets called that. Akata. Everybody gets called that if you're a foreigner coming home. But the meaning and the purpose behind it is you are their brothers and sisters. And that's the thing that's being displayed right now. But right now, cognitive dissonance is at an all-time high, because we got so many African Americans, the ones that call themselves foundational Black Americans, who are so hurt and so offended by what they believe to be true. They believe it so hard that reality is starting to conflict with what they believe. So cognitive dissonance is the first thing your brain does in order to settle your mind, because you can't handle the truth versus what you believe. You understand? It's the same thing with religions and stuff. People believe it, right? But the truth contradicts it, right? Reality contradicts it, and that's where we have these crux. That's why you have this mental breakdown. So you have to make a choice. Do I continue to believe the thing that's been taught to me, or do I open my mind up and do I say, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe somebody lied to me. Maybe somebody's still lying to me. Huh? Let me take a second look at this. And I'll be honest, many of the foundational Black Americans have been taking second looks. And IShowSpeed has given them the opportunity to see it, because he's a big streamer. You see, I'm not a big streamer. Well, for my genre, I'm getting there, Before him, he started out doing video games, having fun, right? All those guys got big, 30, 40, 50 million goddamn. It's crazy, right? Right? But the thing is, he gives an avenue for all of us Pan-Africans and pro-Blacks who've been telling y'all guys for years, listen, you are wrong. What you believe is wrong. The feelings that you have towards Africans is unwarranted. Somebody lied to you. Somebody lied to you because they're taking advantage of you. Sometimes the people that's reaching down, trying to help you, trying to pull you out, you guys attack them because you see them as something that goes against what it is that you want to believe. It's easy to continue to believe the things that's taught to you because that's intellect. That makes you become intellectually lazy. A lot of people stop learning. A lot of people stop dreaming and stop learning as soon as they get into this real world. You start going to work 8, 12 hours a day, you get 2 days off, and you ain't got no time to recover. All you want to do is entertain yourself, and you ain't got time to be putting extra shit in your head. You got too much shit in your head. I understand that, right? Life don't let you live because you got to always work for somebody and pay some goddamn bill, right? You got to understand that there is a better way if you can fight hard enough to get to it. You got to understand there's a place that you African Americans can go and not be disrespected. There's a place you African Americans can land and hear many different languages that belong to you. There's a place you can land where you see somebody look just like you. That's going to look at you and not see you for anybody else than just you. There's a place you can go and be black and ain't got to worry about being black. Most people can't even understand that concept. And I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't understand the concept at first. Until I didn't even know that was even a thing that it was missing to be black without having to be black. Because even in Washington, D.C., where almost everybody goddamn black, I still run into white folks. I still run into people. I still see the microaggressions. I see all that. I've been all over Europe. All that stuff, IShowSpeed, dealt with in Europe. I felt that. I've been in those situations. In Asia, I've been all over Asia. I understand them. The Asians are all right. The Asians are a little different, right? We got to give them a little bit of grace, right? But it's the European situation. That stuff is hard when you just want to go out and have a good time. You ain't bothering nobody. And somebody just being racist and being ignorant and xenophobic and hateful for absolutely no reason. For what? Because of my existence threaten you. When you come to Africa, your existence does not threaten anybody. That's the thing. And here's another thing. And here's the beautiful thing about it. For those who say IShowSpeed is only getting that attention because he's famous, I need you to understand that there is millions of hours of video to contrary to what you believe. All you have to do is take just a tad bit of effort and type in African American in any country in Africa and watch how they're received by the people. Look at it with your own eyes. Stop listening to people and listen to yourself. Look and see that your brothers and sisters is reaching out to you saying, come home. This land belongs to you. You're looking to get reparations from a white man that ain't never going to give it to you. Please tell me in history when a white man ever gave back something they stole. They're still kind of steal more shit. They're still looking for more shit to steal. As much as we deserve reparations, we're never going to get those reparations unless we own the government and the apparatuses that cuts the check. That means we need to be involved in politics. We need to overwhelm our American politics with black folks. The only way to do that is to add to our fold. A lot of you guys also say, hey, they never came to save us, to rescue us. That's because when we were being attacked and abused, they were being attacked and abused. 1960s is when African countries first got their first level of independence. That's the same time we got most of our level of independence. We have collectively on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean been fighting together against the same English speaking and French and Portuguese speaking Europeans. Okay? Gotta understand that shit. At the same time, we're all coming up out of this fire together, right? Different scenarios, same savage Neanderthal barbarian with cannons, guns. And if you look at Europeans now, what do? They make more weapons to kill more people. Do you know what they did in Venezuela? They used a weapon that there is absolutely no defense from. They used a sound. They used a sonic. It's like some sort of sonic sound. It's like a sound weapon, right? From a helicopter. Imagine what you gonna do with that. White people develop weapons to kill, and they continue to develop weapons to kill because killing is the only way they benefit because they have to kill to take. That's their rationality because they're immature human beings. They're immature spirits. They don't know how to do anything. The answer to everything for them is kill. So them Venezuelans got killed because of a senile old white man that didn't get a goddamn Nobel Peace Prize and want to steal somebody else's oil and ability to develop. You want to know why Africa's not developed? Because the European countries has been doing to Africa what you saw America do to Venezuela. What you know America's doing to Cuba. What you see America doing to Haiti. They interfere and disrupt. And all it takes is one coon to allow that snake inside the house. That's all it takes. And that's our issue. We have too many coons on both sides of the Atlantic that rather fill their own personal pockets because they're xenophobic and they only care about their particular ethnic group and not the overall group of Africans racially. That is the problem. So if you are a foundational Black American, you are doing the same thing that African tribes, certain African tribes do. Creating separation, making yourself smaller and less effective. And you can't fight against an enemy who is united. Pan-Europeanism has dominated the world for about 800 years. But greater portion, more like 500 years, but 800 years. Pan-Europeanism. Because they needed to do that because they kept killing each other. And even under Pan-Europeanism, they kept fighting each other. They done had goddamn 2 world wars. We're about to go to the 3rd one. During their Pan-Europeanism, because that's the best they can do. But we know we can do better. So you got people like me out here. I talk shit. Yeah, I talk shit. Motherfucker, I talk more shit playing spades. Y'all ain't trying to say I hurt your fit. If you hurt by the shit I'm saying, you can't sit down and play no board games with me. You can't play spades. You can't play goddamn Monopoly. You can't play Uno with me. You can't play Connect 4. You can't play Life. You can't play Shoots and Ladders. You can't fuck with me. None of these board games. Jenga, none of that shit. If you can't handle what I'm saying right here. All right? I'm just keeping it real. But all in all, my intentions are good. All right? My intentions are always good, and y'all know that. That's why I be turning y'all around. Y'all be making y'all mad as shit. But y'all be like, yeah, I like that motherfucker, but I ain't gonna tell that. I ain't gonna tell that bitch. I ain't gonna tell that bitch I like him. I'm gonna keep talking shit, but I'm gonna keep watching his videos, though. Because y'all still watching my videos. How y'all know I talk about Treek all the time unless you watching me all the time? And the reason why I talk about Treek all the time, because he's the enemy. He's a distraction. He's quid pro quo. And I'm telling you this. And I know you like him. I know he entertains you. I know when he talks shit about people, it makes you feel good. It satiates your need for revenge emotionally. But in reality, he's a detriment to your existence. He's a detriment to unity. So that's why I talk about him. Because it's important. I talk about anybody like that. I don't just talk about him. I talk about a whole bunch of people. But he's the main one because he has the most influence. He's managed to use his silver tongue to do so. So I use my diamond tongue to fight back. You understand? So yeah, without further ado, because I've been running my mouth, right? I just want y'all to pay attention. Look at the brotherly love. And I know I'm telling you, you guys experience this shit. It's going to be like, it's going to be addicting. It's going to be, you come over here and you come over here. You can take any FBA, any of y'all, and I'm talking about you foundational Black Americans. Any one of you, I promise you take any one of y'all come to Nigeria, I guarantee you'll be calling yourself foundational Black African immediately. You'll be like, I ain't none of that other bullshit. I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. I don't know. They was old. All that shit was a lie. All of it was a lie. And IShowSpeed, just having a good time in a young man is blowing up thousands and thousands, well, no, we said millions of dollars of propaganda. Well, shit, billions by now. Shit, we should be at billions. Billions of dollars of propaganda, right? Tens of decade after decade of misprogramming. He's doing that shit in a couple months, having a good time. And that's all it takes. Imagine if we concentrated. Imagine if we, instead of having a good time, we had productive time. Imagine if instead of just having a good time and a productive time, we start organizing and had some build time. Shit, man. We can have anything we want in this world, but it requires unification. That means we don't have time to fight each other. We need to be unifying as Black people completely and totally. And after we unify, and nothing's ever perfect, so we're not looking for perfection. And Pan-Africanism doesn't mean you need to move to Africa. Pan-Africanism just means you need to work with your Africans. Pan-African means you need to support your Africans. Pan-African means you want as many African people to come to America as possible. You want them to integrate into your communities. You know why? They brought 400,000 African Americans to the North America, what we call America, right? Roughly about 400,000 made it. 400,000 made it because millions died on the way over here, right? And then after that, during the America slave trade, because these corporations that own all the islands, right? They brought the rest of the Africans came from the Caribbeans and South America, South and Central America. All African Americans are mixed between those Africans who landed in the Caribbean and landed in Central and South America. All of us. It's in our DNA. It's us. Well, there's nothing geography-wise in our DNA. But that's us. That's our people. The same few tribes that were taken. Yoruba, Igbo, and Akan. Those are the main tribes. Look at every Caribbean island, all their revolutionaries, they're going to be either Akan, they're going to be Dahomey, which the homies in the Oyo Empire, the Yoruba are pretty much the same people. They all speak the same language. And the Igbos. All right? 3 tribes, really. We're a part of 3 main, in the Denke. Like 4 tribes. Right? So you got to understand, we come from a very specific place. And here's the thing. You can't say we don't know who we are. We've been gone too long. That's not true. Europeans have been gone from Europe the same amount of time we have been gone. They know just as much about their history as we do. You know where Europe is, so you know where Africa is. You know where West Africa is. So that's it. But anyway, without further ado, pay attention to this wonderful video and know it's over for xenophobia and hate. It's about Pan-African and Black unity from now on. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn some, teach some. I'm out. One more thing. I know that there are some continental Africans that talk shit on the internet. All right? But fuck them. You understand? Fuck them. They're no more African than you.
Jamal! My brother! Jamal! W robot. Green apple.
IShowSpeed is currently in Nigeria for his birthday, and I for one could not be happier. Bro just left Senegal and is now over here in Nigeria, both on the West Coast, by the way. And everything is back to how it was prior to them getting to you know where. And I just gotta say, I really appreciate seeing all of the people actually being nice to Speed. No negative energy, no crazy words to say, just a whole bunch of art pieces, bunch of gymnasts, bro out here meeting a bunch of schools, racing a bunch of different people. It's literally just a good time. Only good vibes, as it has been for the vast majority of his tour in Africa. And I think that's really the main takeaway for me, because although a whole bunch of people probably didn't want that to be the case, Speed seems to be having a great time all over the continent. And I'm almost positive, I'm positive he's definitely going to be back. He probably won't see this, but happy birthday, Speed. Oh, and grown man, by the way, don't believe me? Watch this. Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Or here.
Authentic Yoruba self.
Okay.
I think you're a Yoruba guy. So
You think I'm Yoruba?
absolutely.
What if I'm Igbo though?
No, I feel like you've got the Yoruba swag.
But what if I'm Igbo?
We have to do like an ancestry, I think. We're gonna give you a name. We'll choose whether you're Yoruba or Igbo.
I'm hungry.
For what though?
I'm always hungry. Always. From childhood. My strength is too much from childhood. From childhood, always from childhood. It's my superpower. Can't you see?
I can see.
Yes. Yes. I'm not down now.
I know. No.
If I say I'm not down now, you say I'm down now.
I thought
I'm not down now.
I thought
My strength is my superpower. It's too much.
Your strength is your power, and I get it now, and I really understand it. Your strength is your power, and I get it, and I gotta get it from you. I underestimated you, and I'm sorry, man, but I get it now. Your strength is your power.
Your power is you. Can you see? Can you see?
I can see it.
Bro, IShowSpeed just hit 50 million subscribers on his 21st birthday in Nigeria, being the first black creator to ever do this. Bro even got 2 cakes smashed in his face by his cameraman for the double celebration. Speed really had to hold in mad emotions, one being anger now. Speed even met the strongest man in Nigeria that was able to bend this metal bar like it was nothing, and when Speed went to go bend the bar, it looked like the bar was bending him. This Nigerian man is way too strong for humanity. Speed tried Nigerian jollof rice and said that it was better than the jollof rice he had in Senegal. Bro, this is how you start rivalries. Like, these two countries come from a loving, caring history together. Let's not ruin it over some jollof rice. Speed also learned the Ohafia warrior dance, copying the powerful chest movements. And I'll be honest, out of all the African dances I've seen, this gotta be the most TikTok-worthy ones by far. The fact that Speed was able to hit 50 million subs on his 21st birthday during this Africa tour and be the only black creator to ever achieve a milestone like this has to be the most wholesome moment that's happened on these streams. Speed is going to achieve a lot more, but this 21st birthday will be a day we all remember and respect for the rest of our lives. Let's all comment happy birthday, Speed.
I'm telling to tell Daryl so he can know. All right, let's see. Bro, why y'all making so spicy? This is the best birthday gift I could ever ask for. I love y'all so much. I love all my fans from the bottom of my heart. I'm so happy, chat. We finally reached 50 million. Is this a Chromebook? You want to take a picture on your Chromebook? I got you, bro.
Yeah, the camera man, watch out.
How you take it?
Power forward. Hey, start photos. Alright, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Huh? Awesome.
That's right.
What?
What is he talking about? Chat. What we doing? Right here. What we doing? James, what we doing? Uh-huh. What are we doing here? These clothes sick. These clothes hard. What's the ball?
What?
I won you, bro.
What?
I won
What?
you.
What?
Cheated.
You lost.
You cheated.
Smells like jollof rice. Chad, do we eat it?
IShowSpeed is currently streaming in Nigeria. The giants of Africa are hosting the biggest streamer in the world as we speak. What? The expectations are high. Nigerians are already doing the most. The welcome is crazy. Everything is shutting down. Nigeria is... Yo! IShowSpeed in Nigeria is definitely going down in the books, going down into history. I love this. I can't wait to see more and more from Naija. My Naija people, big ups to you all. Keep doing your thing.
This crazy, bro. IShowSpeed.
How old is the baby? How old is the baby? Oh, she just gave me her baby. Whoa. Hey, baby.
Oh my god.
He look just like you, don't he?
Oh my god, he does. That's weird.
That is
That's
weird.
really weird.
It's not.
Bro.
Why you not out here, G?
What?
Why are you not out here? I missed you so much that I had to get my Timu Jamal for you.
Bro, I'm so sorry, bro.
I know, bro. Listen. You actually.
I'm sick about it.
I'm disappointed in you, bro. But you got me.
Hey, what you got Timu Jamal, bro? I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, I do. I got Timu Jamal though, so it's all Gucci, bro.
I'm so sorry. Hey, man, happy birthday, though. For real.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, much love, bro.
Thank you, bro.
IShowSpeed, how you doing?
Good.
My name is Aigungo, the most popular lifestyle interviewer in Africa. How you doing? Congratulations on your 50,000 subs. How do you feel?
50 million.
Yeah.
Not 50,000.
Okay, 50 million. Really?
Yeah.
You work so hard. Happy birthday to you. How old are you today?
21.
Jesus Christ. You look so healthy and strong. Sorry, when did you start this? When did you start?
What?
When did you start this? When did you start? How did you start?
15.
So, I know people make just of you when you started. Now you are going global. So, how do you feel where you are today?
Pardon?
How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yes.
I feel good.
All right. Thank you so much. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
God bless you. All right.
Ice cream on my way. Ooh.
Sudan, boycott diamonds and gold. Free Sudan, boycott diamonds and gold. We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.